Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where imagine a world that was completely turned into a nuclear power plant. Yes, that's right, someone's done it. Their name's Florian, YouTube channel in the description, and let me tell you guys, this thing is crazy. And if you're excited to check it out, remember to leave a like. So I suppose once you're done with all the space elevator parts in the game, why not just turn the world into a giant nuclear power plant? Sure. That's what Florian has done here, and stuff is nuts. So instead of playing the game normally and, making space elevator parts as supercomputers, Florian here decided, hey, let's use the whole world and make it a nuclear power plant. Forget everything else. Unlimited power is the goal, and oh my gosh, is this power plant absolutely insane. And honestly, I don't even know how many reactors this is here. In our Let's Play world, I built the equivalent of 128 nuclear reactors using inefficient nuclear recipes, just because, I want to build space elevator parts and stuff. But if you just go all in for nuclear, I don't even know. But this is their power plant. They're processing all the waste as well with all of the loops. And I'm not sure what's happening with plutonium. But the craziest thing about this world is this is not the only highlight. There is wild stuff going on. And we're gonna check that out first before we dive into the nuclear power plant. And one of the unbelievable things about this world is there's road infrastructure everywhere, to every part of the map. And there's bridges and supporting stuff all over the place. I don't know why, to be honest. I thought everybody just traveled the world in hypertube launches and stuff, but no, some people, they're zooming in vehicles. And man, they're making some crazy stuff too. Like this giant battery. And this bad boy can store 63 gigawatt hours worth of power, which is something I desperately need to make for my own Let's Play world in case my nuclear power plant goes down, but this is nuts. Let's take a little walk inside and see what we find. Let me guess, batteries? Oh, you better believe it. Ooh, and look at that hypertube. Nice design, buddy. Look at that, look at all the batteries. Sheesh. I can't wait to check out the power graph later in the video here, but let's just go up this crazy hypertube up the middle. I love this spiral design. I might take this, might be inspired by this. There we go, not take it. Be inspired by. Yeah. Got a little control room up here, probably with a master control switch, of course. Battery grid, okay. It's turned on right now. I suppose in case of emergency, you turn it off to protect it. I don't know. It looks so good though. This is probably one of the best circular builds I've seen. Really, really well done. Again, in the Let's Play world, I tried messing with circles, but it's hard. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy. Not only just like the technical aspect of making a full-on nuclear world, but designing it well too is a feat. Oh, and speaking of designs, check this out. They wrote down on paper all of their calculations instead of using like Excel or something. Which is so quaint. I used to do this myself in season 1 and 2 of our Let's Play worlds. It's just so fun to have the actual paper. Moving on from the battery though, let's check out the rest of the desert. We have some Fixsmith stuff going on, okay. Got a little skate park for, when you need a break from all the radiation, fair enough. And of course, all the production starts over here too. So what are they doing? Why would they build here? So there's some iron and copper, but there's not a lot around here. Is this concrete? They're just sending concrete here via a drone? Really? That's an expensive drone, friend. Yeah, concrete. I'm super curious to see where they've decided to put everything. Looks like this is all just concrete though. What is going on here? Why do they, oh, I know why they need so much concrete, never mind. It's just crazy that they're doing that. Ooh, it's all in sync. Nice, nice, nice. They're making some other random parts here. Yeah, iron rods, okay. Just basic productions. Uh-oh, and it looks like my game crashed. I was warned. 4-minute load times, please. 4 minutes and 20-second load time. But of course, that won't stop us from checking out all of the awesome stuff in this world. Like the beautiful Palm Islands here, producing some fuel power. Because of course, you have to have power to make power. And this is probably just fuel, right? Yeah, there's no point really going for turbo fuel, but they still did. Really? We made a turbo fuel power plant along with a full world nuclear build? Okay. I didn't know there's enough sulfur in the world to do such thing. There they go. Petroleum oh yeah. There's only one recipe for turbo fuel, I think, right? Yeah, there's just the one. Very cool. I wonder how much power they make with just turbo fuel. I don't want to disconnect anything and see. From looking at this though, probably 80,000. Are these overclocked? No, okay. 80 to 120,000 megawatts. Pretty good. Pretty decent. Pretty good. It's amazing. To do that on top of the nuclear build is like amazing. Anyway, let's follow the road out of here, see some other production lines. There's production areas all over the world, because of course there has to be. I couldn't imagine the amount of actual items they needed. And not overclocking stuff requires thousands of machines. Like, what is going on here now? AI limiters or stators? Can't tell, actually. Oh, no, electromagnetic control rods. This is a really smart spot for them, actually. There is some Caterium right in the desert, right over there, and a variety of other resources around here. It's really smart. I was also told to look for a battery factory, and there it is, right over there. You may have noticed all the drone ports everywhere, and apparently they're making 780 batteries a minute to support this massive drone fleet. Like, let's look at the map here for a moment. Look at all the drones. Is this like 20? No, way more than 20. What am I talking about? I don't know. Looks like 20 to 40. Look at all the trains too. What is going on over here? Oh, we gotta check that out next. But first, the battery. They actually designed it so it looks like a battery too. Look at that. Isn't that quaint? Oh, no charging things. Can we fly in? Oh boy. Yes, we can. And wow, this is busy. Crazy busy. You know though, the batteries, they use sulfur too, right? I always had this thing in the back of my head thinking, man, you need so much sulfur for nuclear and all this stuff. I always considered it a very limited resource, but they're making 780 batteries per minute. They're making turbo fuel. Maybe I should be more liberal and do some stuff like this in my world. Yeah, the whole battery is filled with battery making machines, production lines upon production lines. Oh, of course, you have the refineries, pipes everywhere. They're dealing with oil here too. I guess they kind of have to. They need plastic for batteries too. A lot of stuff. My goodness. I gotta see this drone port hub they have going though. Oh, so this is actually where we spawned into the world. There is the space elevator and the hub right down there, and that's their main base. And this is their massive drone hub. And I think this is supposed to be like a Swiss flag or something. Just reading some of their notes, and I don't know how. But this place is crazy. Very, very unique shape. I'm just so curious, what are they transporting everywhere? Everything, pretty much. So the casings, a lot of these are gonna be casings, I'm sure. That's just apparently nothing. Maybe they built this so they had the drone capacity to do everything. Yeah, and then they're bringing in batteries, of course, everywhere. And this is gonna be more casings? Who knows? Does that say? Wire. Yeah, you just have resources flying all over the place. And these are just the drones. We saw how many trains there are on the map. Like, oh my gosh. It's a madness. Is this whole structure filled with factories too? Or is this more so like a logistics station? Let's find out. It's looking like it's mostly a logistics station. I'm sure there's some stuff going on one of these floors, right? It's just tripping me out. Got a cool circle. I'm wildly confused. This looks awesome though. Main base and logistics. Ah, I see. And their power controls. And it's all in a different language. Okay. So this is their main power control room. And it seems they have a bunch of item sync stuff here too. Oh yeah, the drones are full. Why not just sync it all? Of course. Where is their storage room? Oh yeah, it's this building right over here. It's whatever looking building. I see. How are items getting in here? Oh, it's all underneath. Oh my. Okay, smart idea. Good way to hide the belts. You just have it all underneath your main base. And there you go. All your items forever. Kind of. Some of these are empty, some of them are full. I don't know how it's organized. Doesn't matter. The shape is amazing. That's the main thing. Wait, what am I saying? The nuclear power plant's the main thing. Let's head over there and start seeing the main creme de la creme. And first, what is this? Nitric acid? Yeah, nitric acid all over the place. And look at all this storage for the nitric acid too. This is my biggest regret building my nuclear setup. I wish I had more fluid buffers. It really would have helped out a lot, like this many, a lot. If you're transporting fluids via a train though, you kind of have to have more storage. But even just for, in general, it's good to have. And they have a road here and then they have train tracks. I haven't actually seen a truck on the road. Maybe the road's just for them getting around? I thought it would be for items, I don't know. Okay, let's follow the tracks. Let's see the craziness. No fluid train. Look at all the train tracks, buddy. And this looks like a control room if I've ever seen one. Welcome to the Los Alamos nuclear power plant. What's this? Parking space, reactors and facility, control tower. Warning, beware of radiation. We're set. Let's go up into the control tower. Let's see how much power this baby's producing. So, what is this? A light control panel? Okay. Main control switches. Oh boy. Cooling water. Very good idea to have everything separated like this. Uranium mines. They have that separated? Okay. Cooling water is really good. AKW main. Okay. Nuclear generators. Refining and plutonium refining. Yeah, so they're turning again all the nuclear waste into plutonium. Okay. And enough's enough. How much power are they making? I need to know. Wait, what's that? Oh my gosh, it's their water setup behind all of the trains. Dude, I feel pain. This is so difficult, setting up all these water extractors. Update 5 has made things a lot easier, but still, man, it is so rough. Are these? No. There's no power shards even used. Oh my gosh, this poor man's. Look at all the trains too. I love all the trains. You know, I was about to say, why have so many separate tracks? But you know what? It looks better. I like it. They're buffering all of the water? Dude, for context, when I made a similar setup to this in my update or my season 3 world, I made a pipe system like this and it took me 40 hours. And this is like actually neat and properly done. I couldn't imagine how long this part alone took. Oh, and a quick FYI, there's 700 hours of playtime in this world. So I'm guessing at least 60 hours went into the water. No, it's not power sharded. 120 hours into the water systems here. This is unbelievable. But finally, where's it all going? Up there to the reactors, of course, but hello, trains. Storage buffers everywhere. Such a good idea. Okay, so that's just a massive train station. Let's follow the water now to the reactors. This would have taken forever too for all of the pumps. It's a little easier in Update 5, but man, it all still takes so much time. That is a bit of nuclear waste. You know what? I'm gonna run the numbers after this. I want to calculate how much nuclear waste per minute this guy is making. Oh, the buffers. Each of these, oh, they're not full. Wow, what a unique setup here. Not filling up with nuclear waste and having problems with your nuclear power plant? This is possible? Crazy. And good, a backup power supply of all of the reactor rods. Everything's being built underneath here, and look how organized it is. Man, this is so cool. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, and I wanna show you guys the main difference with this nuclear power plant and mine. Aside from the massive scale of this one, like mine is like half the size. But this is like the huge, huge big difference. So there's an alternate infused uranium cell recipe here, and that is way more efficient on uranium, which is obviously the main resource. However, if you use this, you utilize all of the other rare resources in the game. So what I did in my plant is I just used the default recipe and not that. Anyway, this is where the fuel rods are being made, and where is all of the pellets being made? Are they all made here? Yes. Oh yeah, here we go. So the encased uranium cells. This is the standard recipe that I use. It's quite a bit cheaper, but less efficient on uranium. And to do a full nuclear build, you gotta go with this recipe. But then you're using deuterium, you're using quartz, and that's expensive, man. But it's better, absolutely better, as you guys can clearly see. You can do a lot more with it. Okay, though, we got more trains, more items, countless manufacturers. Beautifully laid out, though. Absolutely splendid. And over here, we have all of the blenders. So is this making, yeah, the non-fissile uranium. fissile uranium. Is there an alternate for that? I don't think so. There is. I think, yeah. I'm using the alternate and they're not using the alternate. Yeah, because with their build, since they utilize the uranium efficiently, they don't have uranium left over for post-processing here. So they went with the default and it's good. It just uses silica, and silica, again, spooky recipe in the world. So they have a bunch of those set up. Of course, they're making uranium pellets. There's the plutonium fuel rods. Yeah, and I gotta run the numbers on how many they're making. I gotta know. And wow, I can't believe it, but there's 30 manufacturers on this side. So that's a total of 60, and 60 times 0.25 is a big number. Well, I say big number, it's a small number, but in terms of plutonium fuel rods per minute, that's nuts. Oh yeah, and I didn't even count how many nuclear fuel rods they're making. So 15 plutonium fuel rods, and there's 84 manufacturers making nuclear fuel rods. So times that with the production rate, that's 50.4 nuclear fuel rods per minute. And 50.4 nuclear fuel rods per minute translated into the power. Take a guess in the comments how much that's gonna be. Man, just off the top of my head, at least 500,000, at least, minimum. I'm not sure if their plutonium fuel rods are being utilized as well. But yeah, nuclear fuel rods, it's gonna be nuts. Oh my God. 681,000 megawatts. Unbelievable. Max consumption, 173,000 megawatts. Just even making that possible is something else. Normal consumption to run this thing, over 100,000 megawatts. Oh my gosh, and the power graph, so smooth, so without problems. So well done. 681,000 megawatts. Now what's going on with the plutonium? It's going down this way. Oh, and he's sinking it. Oh no, he's not sinking it? Is he storing them for some reason? He is. Over 1,000, 1,000 plutonium fuel rods just sitting there. Wow, at 15 per minute? So I did the math on the plutonium fuel rods. Do you know how much power 15 plutonium fuel rods per minute makes? 375,000 megawatts just sitting here. Unreal. Now, obviously, they probably didn't want to actually utilize them because A, the world is spooky, and B, aesthetically, this place looks amazing, so he didn't really want to mess it up. So, man, I'll count it, because making the plutonium fuel rods is effectively the hard part. So, on top of the existing 681,000 megawatts, he has 375,000 just sitting in the bank. So what is that total then? Oh my gosh, that's over 1,000,000 megawatts of potential power here. Unbelievable, man, unbelievable. Honestly, considering nothing's really been power sharded either, the fact that this took 700 hours is extremely impressive. An absolute feat. Oh, and while we're calculating things, back to the nuclear waste. How much nuclear waste does this poor man have to deal with here? Oh, wow. 2,520 nuclear waste per minute. Wow. Yeah, the nuclear fuel rods divided by their burn time times the 10 nuclear waste per minute produced in the reactors. 2,520. So this is like the main line. Wow. If anything ever went wrong in this world, this poor man's doomed. Just straight up doomed. And again, for context, if you've seen any of my videos, I'm only producing like 1,125 nuclear waste per minute. So like half the amount this guy is. And everything here's running fine. Buffers, man. Those are the big key. And also, you know, not actually making a million mistakes while building. Also helps. And you know what else helps? Leaving a like and subscribing. I do quite a bit of these tour videos. I've checked out some extremely detailed maps as well. I'll have links in the description. And I'll be doing more in the future, I'm sure. But for now, that's gonna be all. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.